So don't nobody be quiet.
All right.
Not sure why I'm not hearing music. Okay.
You broke it.
I broke it. I probably did.
You can hear the sound.
All right, here we go. About to go live. All right, everybody, it is 12 o'clock. It is lunchtime, and you're listening to Carson Rural Community at the Adams House live on knvc.org or KNVC FM Carson City.
95.1
Oh,
FM.
95.1. Hold on, CJ is, she's coaching me here. I can not hear myself on the headphones.
Hello.
Okay, nothing.
Anybody?
Nothing.
No? See, this is always the fun part. Okay.
I got challenged.
All right, there we go. There we go. Yay! We can hear ourselves. All right, welcome everybody. Once again, you are listening to KNVC FM, and we are at the Adams House in Carson City, and we are Carson Rural Communities. And to my right here is CJ Giltner, and she's right now kind of just taking notes and hanging out. And across from me, I have Nick and Don. Let's introduce yourselves, guys. We'll start with Nick.
All right, I'm Nick Agorastos of Falcons Aerial Solutions.
And
Hello, I'm Don Hawkins, Fernley Chapter, Desert Pigs.
all right, and so yeah, you guys, I've known both of you guys for quite some time now. And let's start off with Nick. Nick, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, what I do is have a lot of fun. Basically, it's everything I do from the ground photography to the aerial photography. It's all of it's fun. Every now and then I get to do just strictly the drone work, which is really cool. But yeah, it's all fun.
Yeah, I've seen you. Like, what do you do with your drone footage? What's your how do you make your bucks?
So with the drone footage, 90% of what I do now is real estate. I've kind of gotten locked into real estate, where 90% of what I do. But there's other things I do. I do event coverages. I do different type of inspections. You know, whether it be construction site inspections. I have a couple of companies that I work with, where I do monthly progression site inspections with them, that I can go and show their bosses what their crews are doing. So yeah, it's really cool.
So it looks like it's just so much fun to do. It's like playing with RC airplanes.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. And when I first started the business, I'm like, I'm gonna do nothing but fly drones. I quickly found out that's only a small percentage, because you have to learn a lot of the other stuff too, the technical end as far as ground photography. And I've always been a photographer about 15 years now, but never on the technical side of actually doing it as a business until I started my business, and then I had to kind of learn from the ground up from there. And
yeah, there's like all sorts of rules, right? Like how high up you can fly, where you can fly.
Yeah.
Stuff like
So
that.
with the drones now, I have an altitude of 400 feet that I can fly in this airspace around here. And it all depends. If you're close to the airport, the airspace goes down to like 0 grid, out to 100-foot grid. So it changes with the different airspaces that I fly in. And it's one of the reasons why, as a commercial remote pilot, that I have to be certified for it and learn aircraft sectionals, because we do fly in different airspace.
Well, okay. Now, what happens if you violate that?
So if we violate that, we can get a call from the FAA, there's from the local FSDO, and you can be fined, or actually, depending on how bad it is, you can get jail time for certain things.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yep.
So flying a drone in the wrong place can land you in jail.
It can get you in big trouble, yeah. So
Oh,
you got to
wow.
be really careful where you fly.
Now, I've always wondered, is there like restrictions over like residential areas? Like if you're flying high enough to see in somebody's backyard,
Yep.
is that?
So that's a big misconception, where a lot of people think, well, I saw this drone, it has to be looking at me. And so, first of all, the airspace around our homes is governed by the FAA. We don't own any of the airspace. Otherwise, they'd be taxing us on it, I'm sure.
Right.
By law, we have to be 400 feet. Nevada has its own set of laws and NRS general restrictions, and that mentions that if you're less than 250 feet over someone's house, and they see you flying, and they warn you not to fly there again, and you fly again over their house less than 250 feet, you can be charged with trespassing. There's never been a case like that,
That makes sense.
because there's never been a case like that though, because most people can't judge the distance of drones, and all of our drones keep a record of how high we fly. So it looks like in your backyard to you, I may be 250 feet up in the air.
Right.
So, but yeah, Nevada had its own set of laws. Pretty much every state has their own set of laws, but they're always superseded by the federal laws, the FAA.
Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, that seems like that's for good reasons.
Oh yes.
You don't run into airplanes, so you're not peeking on people's backyards and stuff
Yep.
like that. That's pretty cool.
You know, and there's people out there that are probably nefarious with their drones, but you know, the money that we spend on drones nowadays, most people get it because they want to see landscapes. They just want to see just different perspective than what we normally see. And that's one of the things that I do with the drone, especially over like Virginia City, where everybody gets to see the mines from the ground. Well, I show that perspective from the air, dropping down a tunnel.
Yeah,
or
I've seen
flying
those
around
videos.
it.
Those
So
are
yeah,
awesome.
it gives you a complete different perspective on it, and it's something that a lot of us don't get to see. So.
Oh yeah, and I love the shots you have, like going right over the river and stuff.
Yep.
And like you said, it's like something you just can't see otherwise.
Yep, and those are the fun ones. And going over the river and going through the tunnels and stuff, those are the ones that took some time to learn and put a few drones in the ground learning. But
So I gotta
We got
ask.
it, huh?
So tell me, what was your biggest disaster with the drones?
my biggest disaster was one of my drones. Just the biggest drone I have is an $18,000 drone.
Oh my god.
And I was doing something at the airport there in Dayton, and it was raining really heavy, and the rain was getting on my screen, and I went to turn my screen so the guys at the airport could see a dry screen. I didn't have cones around my drone and ran over my own $18,000 drone.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So that's my biggest disaster that I have. That's
Oh.
not to mention just the embarrassment factor. Luckily, there's insurance. So
I would hope so for something that's $18,000
Oh, yeah.
that you're putting in the air. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Just like I said, it looks like fun. I mean, I'd love to play with it someday myself with some drones, but I've gotten these like little hobby drones before that I just like slammed into a wall, and then that was that. So.
Yeah, and that's how I started. I started with one of those hobby drones, and then I was mentioning the CJ earlier. I got one from Walmart, a $78 ProMark drone, and that's what I started learning on. My wife says she saw tears in my eyes when I crashed that thing 3 times in the backyard. And since then I've crashed $4,000 drones, ran over $18,000 drones, and now it's just kind of part of the business. So.
Yeah, I guess you just kind of have to budget for crashes once in a
Oh
while.
yeah, or just get good really quick.
I think I told you about Rob when he got his drone. Within 15 minutes he broke it, and I
Yep.
kept saying, "Call Nick," and he was afraid
It's
to
so
call
funny.
you and say.
It's funny because one of the things I do is the day after Christmas I went to look on Facebook because I know there's going to be, oh my God, I lost my drone today, because it happens every time. That first time you get it, it flies off and you never see it again. And that happens with some of the smaller ones.
A black hole.
Oh yeah. Then someone finds it 6 months later out walking their dog. So.
I remember my dad had similar experiences when he had the RC planes. Sometimes you just like lose control of it, just watch it fly away.
Yeah. See,
Good luck with your life.
That's something I'd like to do one day is RC planes, but I'd probably crash a lot more of those.
He crashed a lot, a lot. So Nick, tell us, what website and phone number can people reach you at if they want to know about Falcon's Eye?
I can be reached at falconseye.com. I'm also on Facebook under Falcons Eye Aero Solutions. And my business line is area code 775-505-3456. I'm available for pretty much you name it, events. I do regular photography, ground photography, portrait photography.
He does really good stuff too.
All kinds
I've
of
seen it.
stuff. I don't do my portrait stuff as much as I used to because of the drone work that I do now. But yeah, that's the way you get a hold of me, is either on the website there or on Facebook.
Awesome. And also, I'm going to call you out here too. Nick, tell us, what page do you run on Facebook?
I run, there's
Or
a
what
lot
group?
of, there is, it's one of the 20 Dayton groups. No, we run the Dayton Peeps.
The Dayton
The
Peeps,
Dayton
the big
Peeps.
one, which
Yes,
has,
yep.
last time I checked, has now gotten larger than Dayton Peeps without the
Yes,
dot.
we're approaching right about 8,000 followers on there,
Nice.
and we're constantly weeding out spam every day. People trying to sneak in these groups.
Oh yeah.
It's getting worse.
Yeah, my ironically smaller page called My Dayton Peeps is Bigger. I see that all the time. Just, I mean, every day you get spam. And, like, it's like they get one idea and then just pound you with it for, months. Yep. The same thing over and over again. And so, like, and it just changes.
And I still don't get it. The whole vent thing and all the other stuff they do. I don't know what they get out of it. I really don't. I just...
Yeah.
Clicks.
And click, yeah, but they're getting clicks or someone sending them something. Here, follow this code and send me some money. And people do it.
Whatever it is pure evil. That's all I know.
It is.
So, Don, we're going to move over to you. And now, speaking of drones... we have an amateur drone pilot on our crew. For anybody who doesn't know, Mr. Don is the Fernley president of Desert Pigs.
Hello. Yeah, Joe, fellow we met at one of our cleanups a couple months back, saw the videos that Phil had been making, asked if he could bring his drone out, and I said absolutely. Any more media we could get, the better. So he brought it out, started flying it around, and, well, Phil definitely has his competition now. This guy's put a couple videos together. And
I'm loving it, too.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole different perspective, seeing what we're doing from the sky.
I like the way he said, amateur hour, take 2.
Yeah, well, no, he put the video together, and he was bouncing ideas off me. We were talking Friday night, and I guess he ended up scrubbing it and starting over again. But yeah, he definitely does a phenomenal job with those.
He does, absolutely. And I've been pulling clips off of those same videos and mixing them into my own videos too. And I love the style of his video. I mean, my stuff tends to be a little edgy. Like, I have to put disclaimers up before I put them on, like, people against litter and stuff like that. I've gotten yelled at so many times. They're just like, oh, you need to put a disclaimer because that one guy held up that one picture of that thing or said that word or something. And
yes.
So, his video was much better for the mainstream than my stuff.
Right.
And,
well, I give it to both you guys. I there for a minute I was putting videos together, and yeah, my videos took 2 weeks to come out because I had no idea what I was doing. Phil takes 2 weeks because he's got a million other things going on.
It's just because I didn't do it. It's the only reason it takes me that long. But yeah, I mean, this is just, it's kind of a pattern. Like, I think we all kind of get stuck in our patterns. Like with the big videos, the same way. It's just a pattern. I kind of shoot it the same way every time. Mm-hmm. But no, Joe is awesome. Like, we communicate back and forth as soon as the big run's over.
Right.
And like, and I'm a huge fan of what he's got going on out there. I love the drones. I love the energy that both of you guys are bringing out to Fallon and to Fernley.
Yeah, he was definitely the influencer and getting Fallon going again because that's where he lives. He's like, man, we need you guys out here. I was like, oh, we're out there. And we just need more spotters, more scouts. And he's like, I got you covered. And there he goes. He's out doing his thing. People hit me up with pin drops. I send them to him. He goes out after work and checks it out, kind of like what I do around Fernley, and then we put a plan together and go tackle it.
Yeah, and I mean, the proof's in the pudding, man. I mean, look at how many people are showing up out there now.
Oh yeah, we got this cleanup coming up Saturday, and so far we got almost 30 people interested in showing up. So
that's a lot of pizza.
Yeah, that's a lot. I was thinking more like carne asada burritos, but
Yeah, and that's a new thing we're starting to do now with pigs too, just trying to show our appreciation and to try to bribe you guys into coming out to volunteering. We'll feed you something. I don't know what. Something.
Yeah.
It'll be cheap.
I got snack bars.
Right.
Be like being in the Scouts again.
But I mean, yeah, and just I love the way it's grown. I like the way it's evolving. I mean, we've got our crew down there in Pahrump as well.
Yep.
And I've got people hitting me up from Las Vegas now. A couple different people trying to hit me up wanting to start something down there.
Wow.
Which usually I'll just kick them over to the Pahrump crew and be like, okay, well, they're closer here. You guys start up.
Right.
And so hopefully we'll get something rolling out there soon too. And, let's just take over the whole state, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you might need a northern Nevada and a southern Nevada headquarters.
Right.
Regional
With the
directors.
growth,
I'm
yes,
thinking a white
regional
van
directors.
with some writing on the side of it that says headquarters.
Be a satellite dish rotating on the road.
Yeah. So how long has Desert Pigs been going?
The very first cleanup, as Nick was actually at the very first cleanup.
Oh wow, Phil and I on the first one.
Yeah, that was a crew of, I think it was 4 of us.
Yep.
and that was in June of 2018.
Oh, wow.
And
So it's come a long way.
It was like a couch on the way to the dump and a couple other things in there. Yeah.
Yeah, we had gone out to pick up a couch that was dumped out in, I think, off of LaFond in a wash out there. And one gentleman on back Dayton Peeps, the forbidden Dayton Peeps that I can't go to, right in the middle of other arguments, like I was involved in all kinds of stuff. And right in the middle of those arguments, this guy kept posting images of a dumped couch out in the wash and just kept saying Dayton Pigs. And so, yeah, we got together. We decided to go out there and do a little cleanup. And I wanted just to make a video just to show how easy it is to do something about it rather than complain about it.
Yep. And that was the video that got me interested in you guys, and I started stalking you. I mean, following you.
It grew from there.
It was about 6 months later, I started hounding you guys to come to Fernley, and some of the OG pigs. I was sending them messages, and
that was a great turnout, that first one, too.
After a joke between Phil and one of the other fellas, they actually came to Fernley, and we had a really good turnout, and
I was so
here we are 5.5 years later.
Man, yeah, and I was in there, as Don put it that day, I looked a little green around the gills.
Oh, yeah.
I was so sick, but I couldn't miss that cleanup, so I showed up there, and I think I just sat in a truck feeling miserable and, smelling horrible, and but yeah, it was great to see that turnout, and it's great to see those numbers coming back again. I mean, I think that may have been, this last cleanup, I think may have been the most people we've ever had on a crew.
Oh, yeah. That was a great turnout. Thanks to the city officials for actually stepping in, waste management, everybody else involved. It was, had to have been one of our best turnouts.
Right, and I got to, it was cool to have the inmates out there working, which
for sure.
I would recommend anybody who needs help with some muscle out in their yard. The inmates are, the sheriff's office is looking for more stuff to, put them to work doing. So I'm not sure what the number would be to contact that, but I'm sure if you hit up Brad Pope on Facebook, he might reply back.
Or the sheriff's department directly.
Or just call the sheriff's department. Probably don't call dispatch for that one, but I don't know.
Well, you're dispatching some inmates to work for you. It seems reasonable to me.
I mean, is that how that works?
I have no idea.
Every time they say call dispatch, I'm like, I don't want to bother them.
Oh yeah, their phone's ringing off the hook with real emergencies.
Right.
Why do I want to bother them?
Exactly.
Oh,
So, what's that?
Oh, I was looking for the number. I don't have it. I'm new to the program. I've been a volunteer in policing going on 5 months now. So.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I do it like twice a month now because I only have a little bit of free time.
Oh wow.
So the 2 days I get off, I do the volunteer.
And what's that group called?
It's the VIPs. It's
That's right.
Volunteers in Policing.
And then I've mentioned in the past on our videos that Story County has their Citizens Academy. I believe it's starting this week. There's going to be a training in Lovelock. And then when that's done, it's just going to move on over to the Virginia City area. And so I guess they call it Citizens Academy, but it's pretty much almost the same thing.
Yeah, what we do is we'll patrol during the weekend or during the weekdays as well. We do VIN checks. So if you need a VIN check, you just call up Sheriff's Department and they'll send volunteers out. We also do vacation checks and business checks. So it's
That's good to know.
kind of a good deal.
Excellent.
And do you
Great.
guys also participate in the pit count?
I believe
Point in time count?
they're doing all kinds of stuff. Like I said, I only am allowed to do the 2 days of the month that I can do, but I see those guys out there all the time doing stuff.
Yeah, they seem pretty busy.
Yeah, they keep busy.
they've been at my house a few times doing VIN checks. It makes it really nice to be able to call dispatch, have somebody come out, do your VIN check, do whatever paperwork you need. Saves you from having to go check, go to the police station or wait in line at the DMV. It's definitely a nice option.
Great. So thank you, Mr. Phil, for being our anchor today.
Oh, happy to do it.
Great. Hey, so I'm going to segue into our public service announcements. And the first one I want to tell you guys about is the fact that this building, the Adams House, the landlord is Carson Tahoe Hospital Group, and they have decided to put the building up for sale. And so we are trying to raise the funds to buy the building. I mean, this is a historical building. If you ever go and come on over and you look in the rooms, you got to check out the milk glass lights. I mean, that is absolutely phenomenal, because I don't even think they make milk glass anymore. So if you have it in your heart to donate, go to knvc.org, and there's a button that says donate. You get your option. You can do the capital donation, which is to help with the purchase of the building, or you can do a general donation, which helps with admin and things like that. So whoever you know, have them donate. We'd love to have them come see us too and talk to us, because we're all about the rural communities outside of the Carson City and including Carson City.
Awesome.
So the next one is an award-winning writer and speaker, Teresa Dana, will present a 4-week workshop at the Carson City Senior Center entitled "Explore the Meaning of Your Life," and it's 4 Wednesday sessions, and it starts on the 12th through the 2nd. And each week you will draw a sketch of specific life aspects with opportunity to discuss the picture if you'd like. And there's no art experience required. So if I were to go there, I would be drawing a stick man. Okay, and I would have to interpret that. But it sounds like fun. And so the workshop will be in the Zephyr Room at the Senior Center, and it's free, but you do need to RSVP. It's required so that they make sure they have enough materials. And so that phone number is 775-883-0703. And then the City of Carson, this is for March 13th. I believe. Let me look here, the way they've got it written. Okay, City of Carson has a sense of place. 95.1 KMVC celebrates our sense of place in Carson City. A sense of place is about the bonds and attachments we create to our lived experiences in the place we are. It's something we all long for, and we find it here, where history lives and adventure awaits. A sense of place is also the theme of Carson City Mayor Lori Bagwell's State of the City address this year. If you were unable to attend, slide on over to our website, that's knvc.org, where we posted an easy link to get to it, and you can get the inside story straight from the source. It's on the homepage at knvc.org. Then, coming up, this one sounds really cool. The Carson Valley Community Theater will present the hilarious show, The Sweet Delilah Swim Club, on 2 weekends beginning March 21st at the Carson Valley, the CVIC Hall in Minden. And information on times and tickets are available. You're going to have to write this down. Carson Valley Community Theater.org, all spelled out. Okay? And so we've got that one. Cute picture too, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. So
More AR.
and then and then let's see. Get ready for a prehistoric adventure.
Oh.
Carson Valley Days are coming up June 12th through the 15th. Featuring this year's theme is Jurassic Valley. So get ready for carnival rides, live music, delicious food, and family fun at Lampe Park in Gardnerville.
Will there be live dinosaurs?
I don't know. Maybe there might be a live dinosaur egg. Have you ever heard some of those stories? Makes you wonder if they're true or not. And don't miss the legendary Carson Valley Days Parade on Saturday, June 14th, and it starts at 9. And if you want to be a part of the action, parade entries, be a vendor, sponsors, they're still being accepted. And you can go to visitcarsonvalley2030.com. It's a lot easier to say it that way.
Yeah.
So, and then let's see. The Wild West Easter egg hunt, which reminds me, take down this phone number if you want me to talk about your Easter egg hunt. 775-400-1121. You can text it to me so that each week we can start telling everyone about your Easter egg hunt. So send that information over, okay? All right, so this one, it's for April the 19th. Easter is April the 20th. There's Easter holiday family fun as Nevada Day presents the Wild Wild West Easter egg hunt Saturday, April the 19th from 8 a.m. to noon in the Livermore Sports Complex at 1555 Livermore Lane in Carson City. It's free for kids all ages. The egg hunt kicks off at 10 a.m. Other activities include pictures with the Easter Bunny, tethered balloon rides, art vendors, concessions, DJ music, and special guests. There's complete info at nevadaday.com. All right, so I went through all the ones that our general manager, Mr. Steve, said I had to talk about. And so now we're going to move on to the things that I put in my notebook. We had a lot today. We really did. So tomorrow, March 8th, is International Women's Day. So wear your purple. We're going to turn the arch purple in honor of all women. Okay? And it says, join us as we turn the city of Reno arch purple to culminate a day of celebration, empowerment, and action for Women's Day, International Women's Day. This special event is a powerful tribute to the achievements of women in our community and beyond. Enjoy a block party style celebration featuring live music by Whitney Meyer Arroyo, drinks and specials from participating businesses, Instagram-worthy moments under the purple glowing arch. So make sure you bring your lady friends over there, okay?
Hey, ladies.
Yes. Now, here's something that's been going on both of our Facebook pages, and it's official. Starting on the 12th, I believe, the 11th. On the 11th, Story County will have their DMV open again.
Yay.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, but sad news.
What?
It's only for folks who live in Story County like me.
What?
So I'm sorry to say that, but yes, it's
allowed.
just for the Story County.
I live like 5 feet away from Story
Folks.
County.
Oh, I know. And you know what? I live like 5 feet away from Lyon County. You could throw a stone at it. So, but yes. So it's going to start on the 11th, and
keep
it
your
will be
DMV.
Tuesday through Thursday from 9 to 11:45, and they close for lunch. So then the rest of the time will be from 1 to 3 p.m. And let's see. The services that are going to be available is registration renewals for existing registered vehicles, new vehicle registrations from current Story County residents, and basic title transaction services. Everything must be paid by a debit card or credit card. Then the kick off your weekend at the 101 Bar and Grill down at the golf course. There's cornhole in the Palmer Room. There's food and drink specials, and that's every Friday from 4 to 6. And then here's a new one for you that was given to me yesterday evening from the Dayton High School Boosters Club. On Friday, April the 4th, 6:30 at Dayton High School's Gray Room. Doors open at 5:30. There's going to be bingo.
Bingo.
So $1 for the bingo cards and raffle tickets, or $25 for 25 bingo cards. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of cards. And 2 raffle tickets, or $45 for 25 bingo cards and 25 raffle tickets. Concessions are available for purchase. There are $3 daubers, and accepted payment methods are cash or card. There's a kids club at 6:15 till the last game. The kids club entry is $5, so someone will be there to take care of your kids, right? Okay.
Nice.
So we hope you will go and visit them. And this is to help with Safe and Sober grad night, class of 2025. And then let's see, we're getting there. I'm going to, the Golf Lodge. There's 2-man scramble league. It's a 6-week spring. Men's league Monday or Thursday. And I'm going to give you the email for this one because it's from March 3rd through April 10th, 6 to 8 or 8 to 10. And the email is going to be Alec, A-L-E-C, at thegolflodge.com. All right, you know what's coming up?
What's coming up?
Pie Day.
Pie.
Who likes pie?
I like pie.
Okay, so on March the 14th at 5:30 p.m., Silver City's 5th annual Pie Day Pie Auction at the Silver City Schoolhouse, and that address is 385 High Street in Silver City. Last thing, I think I got 30 seconds. What I got?
You got this.
Okay. Dayton Valley Drifters will be playing at the Odeon on March the 15th at 6 p.m. And the Odeon is located in Old Town Dayton. Isn't that a cool place?
It is. Yes, it
All right,
is.
that's all I got. That's all I can do now.
Yeah, that was good, man. You filled that time pretty good. Just to not give you guys 20 seconds of dead airspace, I'm going to sit here making noise on the mic for a few more seconds.
You're
I
fine.
wanted to once again thank Nick and Don for joining us today. That's
Thank you very
awesome.
much.
Thank you for
Great-
having us.
Yep, great beer.
Don and I have some super top secret stuff to go take care of after this.
Yes.
Piggy with it.
Yeah, getting piggy with it.
And y'all can come visit us anytime on a Thursday.
Oh,
We'd love to
awesome.
have you.
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks.